Alrighty, leads on to the next part. Now, we just looked at Dynasty Warriors 1. Dynasty Warriors Gundam 1. Here's Dynasty Warriors Gundam Part 3. This one was so much better. Now, just in case you're wondering, you know, what happened to Part 2. I used to have Part 2, and then I did beat it, but, you know, I was going for the achievement, complete all missions, but before I did all the missions, I downloaded some extra missions, and little did I know, those extra missions were next to impossible. Anyway, upon seeing this, you know, hearing about this, I just said, you know, there's no point in keeping Part 2 since Part 3 is going to be out. This one, they redid everything. New graphics engine, added in all the other Gundams. As you can see, Gundam Unicorn, Gundam 00 Riser, there's Burning Gundam, Musha Gundam Mark II, I don't know if you can see it, Psycho Gundam, etc., etc. But this the one, I mean, they really outdid themselves because of the fact that it says right here, you know, over 300 unique missions, over 200 characters and mobile suits. Let me try to adjust this camera. There we go. There. So, yeah, that's Part 3. I like the hell, like I said, big Gundam fan. Okay, Army of Two, a very good co-op game. If you have someone who knows what the hell they're doing, this game can be a lot of fun. First time I seen the trailer, I thought instantly, yep, me and my brother, we gonna dominate this. And of course, they came out with Part 2, which they titled the 40th Day. This one was good. You can see the graphical improvement when you play this. Another thing is the guy who does the voice, I think of Sam Morales, he slipped up on Twitter. Oops, I don't know if I opened this. There we go. He slipped up on Twitter and mentioned that he was doing voice record sessions for Part 3, which is called Army of 4. So yeah, thought you guys would like to know that. Quake 4, classic. I believe this was a launch title for 360. You know, made by id or ID Software. You know, id Software and Raven Software. This title right here, it has some moments that I'll never ever forget. But you know, I've been playing Quake for, you know, years. Actually down to Quake, I think Quake 2, Quake 3. I'm not a big fan of Quake. You know, I don't know if they just gave up on the Quake series, but I just kept it for, you know, nostalgic reasons. I'll probably pop it in one day. Okay, Halo Wars. This was a very good concept, and it worked very, very well. I mean, even the first time I heard about this, like a RTS Halo, I already knew, like, you know what, yeah, I can see that. And this really did work. And on top of that, co-op in a RTS, you rarely see that. Probably never ever. If you do see it, it's probably mostly on PC, because, man, that's the thing. PC titles, man, they mostly have simulations and RTSs and MMOs and first-person shooters mostly. Okay, on to Crackdown. I had Crackdown 2. Keyword had. It wasn't a bad game. One thing I wasn't too crazy about with Crackdown 2 is how it took place in the same city again, and I felt the same way with Prototype Part 2. Another good one, Rainbow Six Vegas 2. This is a very good game. I still own it. I might get rid of it once the new Rainbow Six comes out, because I know I'm not gonna play this Rainbow Six anymore once that comes out. I don't think this one has the book note. It's a bargain bin deal. What is this? Rumble Roses. This was given to me. Well, this was bought for me, and this was the very first wrestling game I ever owned. Yes, it wasn't the first I played. It was the first I owned, and it was a very difficult because I wasn't used to playing a lot of wrestling games, so I just had to recalibrate my whole hand-eye coordination just to get used to this kind of thing. I mean, it wasn't hard to play, but I just wasn't used to it. But if you ask me, this series is the best wrestling series for obvious reasons. What is this? Bulletstorm. Alright, this title right here, very good, very unique, the most unique first-person shooter I've ever played. I mean, seriously, this is one of those titles. If you feeling fatigued, like Cliffy B said, of you know, Battlefield or Call of Duty or any other of those it's typical first-person shooters, then this one is for you. And it has that somewhat style system like on Devil May Cry, but this one, it rewards you more because you can kill your enemies in so many unique ways. And the weapons, I mean, the secondary fire on these weapons are just crazy. None of the weapons are real on it. It's all fiction, so they can just go balls to the wall with this. But Bulletstorm Epic Edition, yeah, pick that up. Here we go. I did an unboxing of this Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I know, shame on me. I know. I'm not even going to go into that. This right here, I have to pick this up. Gears of War triple pack. Comes with Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, and Gears of War 2 all fronts pack. Yes, I already owned 1 and 2. Actually, I had to get 2 twice because my so-called best friend stole it from me. Yeah, you think you know somebody. Yeah, he stole that from me, y'all. So I'd say, you know what, might as well get the Gears of War triple pack because, like I said, it came with all that downloadable content, you know. So, and it was only $30. Prey, a very early title. I swear, man, you cannot die on this game. I mean, there was no game over. When you die, you go in this limbo inner world. And I swear he's a Quincy because you have these bow and arrows made of pure energy. And you have to hit these flying evil spirits or aliens or hollows, whatever. And once you kill them all, they send you back. Like right where you were. I swear, I've never seen a game over screen. This game was kind of lengthy too. It was kind of long. But think I'm lying, man. I'm telling you, watch a playthrough or something. I'm telling you. Dead Island. This right here, you know, is one of those games where you were kind of iffy picking it up because you got to come like Deep Silver and Techland, you know. However, they did a very good job with this. Very good job. And I recommend this. Drop in and out co-op, 4 up to 4 players. And it was, to me, this felt like more of a survival zombie game than Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, you starting out locked and loaded, all these weapons. This game, it was straight survival, open world. You at the urban city area, you at the sewers. Also within the urban city area, you at the church. You also at the jungle area. Just imagine that, a zombie apocalypse with in the jungle setting. You're at the beach and you have to find so many things. I mean, you go inside of buildings, you have to find things to survive, man. And if you want to make certain weapons, you have to find the right pieces, wires, batteries, cables, all those kind of key things. Yes, you do get guns. It starts out melee based for a while, but I'm not gonna lie, man, I have some powerful melee weapons on here. I do recommend this game. It has a skill tree, like when you level up, like, you know, some RPG elements. It is pretty fun. Got the side missions, everything. You get to go anywhere you want. I love this concept. So it's unique and fresh to me, so that's why I still own it. But to me, it's pretty good. All right, Super Street Fighter 4. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Armor Core 4 answer. I really like this Armor Core because what it did, it started to change the series. As you can see, you know, 2-player co-op, you know, that was cool. And you fight these big mobile armor fortresses, and I'm telling you, man, like right here, to take that whole thing down piece by piece, like one person, they both look like ground artillery. But if it was me, I had my brother, he'd be like ground artillery, and I would be the one, you know, more like my AC would be looking like that, more flashy, and I would fly up top just like that. And as you're destroying the parts, man, they're all falling down to the city dust raising up. This is a good Armor Core. From what I've read and from what I've been told, this one is better than the new one that just been released. So if you're a mecha fan or Armored Core fan, you missed out on this. Now is the time to pick it up. Skyrim, very good, but I'm stuck on that monkey ass glitch where that guy will open the door. I think it's called the rat's nest or something. I mean, I'm very strong, very strong. Did everything for the mages, you know, the college and the Fighters Guild, the Thieves Guild, and Brotherhood, all of that. So right now I can just run around and do whatever. Mass Effect 3. You see, watch my unboxing to see my whole ordeal with this. You know, Mass Effect 2. I have to go through this to again for the third time to have my data successfully trans over to part 3. Nier. This was given to me. This game, it wasn't bad. It was like an open world hack and slash Zelda-ish kind of feel to it. It wasn't one of the best action RPGs, but it was still pretty good. It kind of threw me off at first because upon looking at it, you would think that it takes place in medieval times, and yes, it does. However, you know, move this camera up. However, when the game started, man, I swear it was in modern times. Dude had on jeans and a hoodie and ran out of the building. You got a pipe in your hand, but if you got an itch for that, just pick that up. But hell, Elder Scrolls out. I mean, hey. Okay, what else we got here? 007 Bulletstorm. My brother picked this up for me. This was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. For a third person over the shoulder, man, it was pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best James Bond, but it was playable, it was enjoyable, no glitches, voice work was good, good missions. It was pretty good. Lost Planet 2. This received a lot of mixed reviews. Now with this one, leaning a little bit more towards the negative side, but what I thought about it, I like the change that it was co-op. I like the change you can make your own character, and I like the change so much of the snow and ice was gone, so much, pretty much all of it. But I didn't like the fact that, you know, Wayne, the main character from part 1, you know, they didn't even I swear they didn't even mention his whereabouts. You didn't see him or nothing. I'm like, damn, so what, you know, after my boy, they didn't touch bases on that. And you can unlock skins and items, weapons, other taunts, all these things to customize your character. Even skins from Gears of War, where you could look like Marcus and Dunn. Thought that was crazy. Ghost Recon 2 Advanced Warfighter, we all know about this, but with Future Soldier coming out in a few weeks, well, a couple of weeks. Actually, what's today? 12th, yeah. I will no longer be on it. Actually, I might just take this back, but see, I already have it paid off, so. Oh well. Devil May Cry HD Collection. We've seen my unboxing of this. This is right now on my 360, so that's what that is. It's pretty good. If this is your first time to Devil May Cry, pick this up. Damn that new one that's just called DMC. Forget that one. Trust me. Prototype 1. That's where it started it all. Rest in peace. And okay, here we go. Now I know. I'm thinking like, what the hell? What I hate about this cover. First, it was just called this Sonic All-Star Racing. Then next, you know, they add with Banjo-Kazooie. He is not no Sega character. So what if you, man? Oh God, I hate that and then they put this little happy Xbox 360 family games. Kind of, look, I know this ain't no serious ass game or nothing, but however, it's a fun game. It is very, very, very fun. Yes, they say this is a knockoff of Mario Kart. However, with me growing up with Sega, hell, all these companies, it worked, man. The levels on here, you know, House of the Dead, Alice Kid, Space Channel 5, the Sonic Universe, Shenmue, something about the Amigo, all those kind of things. Alice Kid, it did work. It really did. I mean, and it's not just your regular Grand Prix or whatnot. I did the extra modes on here. You know, it's not just your typical time attack and Grand Prix and you know, not time attack but time trial. Just the they did. I mean, hell, Sega's characters. They're not gonna half-ass their characters for something like that. But hell, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I like Mario Kart. I've played every single Mario Kart since Super Nintendo on up to the Wii. So now on to this. Sonic the Hedgehog for 360. Yeah, that's right. The Elite Ace is a Sonic fan. Not a big Sonic fan or close to a Sonic fan boy. No, hell no. I'm just a Sonic fan when they do it right. I thought this one was cool because it went back to the origins of Sonic Adventure. I did like that. It had a new, different kind of engine. It made it feel a little bit off. You know, there were a couple of bugs and glitches in here, but once the patches came out, you know, wasn't nothing that I couldn't handle. I did like the fact that you get to play as 3 different characters. Of course, Silver being the new character, he has telekinesis. CGI cutscenes are really good. One thing I did hate about this, spoiler alert, coming up right now, it was all for nothing. When you beat it, you know, the memories got erased. So pretty much this never even happened. I mean, I guess in some people's minds, it's better that it stayed that way. But the levels on here, man, I'm telling you, the levels are sweet as hell, and I like the intro music. And there's a song on here that Recon and some lady did where they pretty much added lyrics to this one, to the Sonic 2 crates. So that took me back to my childhood, man. And I just thought that was beautiful how they did that. And Sonic Generations. This is, I agree right here. I've read so many on so many sites that this has been the best Sonic game that's been out for years. You know, it's been years since it's been a Sonic game this good because they did everything right. You already know how this Sonic is. You get to play as the modern Sonic and the classic Sonic. He talks, he doesn't, and you get to play through all the generations of Sonic, like from side scrolling. I mean, from when he was on Sega up to when he made it to Dreamcast, all the way up to when he was on, you know, GameCube, the Wii, all the way up to the current Sonic. But the genius part of it, just think about all the new flashy Sonic boys. You get to go through his levels with him, but it's not flashy, it's side scrolling just like that. So they have to rework and structure the modern levels for him, and it's vice versa. So you can go through the Sonic 1 level as him, you know, as the modern Sonic, and it worked real well. However, you cannot play as no other characters. You cannot play as Tails or Knuckles or Amy. Who cares about Amy? Or Big the Cat or E-109, whatever his name was, or Rouge or Rouge. Hated her too. But this was good. This was good, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Before I bought this, no, I'm telling you, these are the most 2 recent Sonic games I purchased due to the fact that if you make something good, I will buy. I've been keeping up with Sonic for you ever since he was on Sega. But this is the thing: if you make something, if you start to slip or stray away from your source material, I'm not gonna buy it. For example, when Sonic started turning into a werehog and, you know, and Sonic Riders, you know, one Sonic game where he had a sword, and we all know I like swords, but the swords do not fit with certain characters. And Sonic Colors and Sonic, you know, Sonic Riders and all. So all of those titles I skipped out on. I will not buy your product if you don't stay true to the source material and know how to upgrade it effectively. I know they were thinking, I could understand. They were thinking like, damn, how many times you just gonna be running to the right of the screen, jump, running to the right, and then that's it. So I can understand them trying to change it up, add in stuff, but all changes are not good changes. So when they took it back to the core, yeah, that's when it was good. Okay. Now, last but not least, Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection. Man, I'm telling you, this is a beautiful, beautiful collection. This has so many, look at this. Relive your glory of your Sega Genesis days with over 40 classic titles, from Sonic the Hedgehog to Streets of Rage. The biggest Sega Genesis. I mean, this I can't even begin to tell you what's all on here. I bet you all can't even name over 40 Sega titles. Just sit there and think about it. Hell, try to name 30. Hell, 20. Everybody gonna say Sonic, Mortal Kombat. No, this is Sega's classic, man. These got some classics on here. I'm telling you, they have Shinobi 1, 2, and 3, Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, all the Sonics, Sonic Spinball, both Altered Beast, Fatal Labyrinth, all 3 Golden Axes. Yes, 3 Golden Axe 3. I played that. E-SWAT. I know y'all remember E-SWAT. Now they don't have Green Dog. I wish they had Green Dog. And man, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I just go to the sound test on some of these old games, sit back and listen to them. Oh yeah, all 4 Phantasy Stars. Yes, all 4 Phantasy Stars. You have Vector Man 1 and 2, Legend of Oasis, Alien Storm. Man, this is only $40. I recommend getting this, man, because they don't make games that they used to. Sometimes you just want to cut off this new stuff full of messed up glitched invisible walls and server lobbies down and all that other stupid stuff, man, and campers. All you just want to take it back to the original day. So I recommend picking this up if you're a retro true gamer like me. But all right, you can see I'm losing lighting. I'm gonna have to adjust this when I upgrade this. It's getting kind of dark. But yeah, this is my gaming collection for 360. This ends this part. I will go into the next part. This is the Elite Ace signing out.